always wanted to try and express how much I love the mountains. And really, photography I found is a way for me to do it. So on the Ernakegak in Glencoe. Temperature inversion all day, it was absolutely stunning. And I took a few photographs that day and I thought, bloody hell, you know, I think photography might be a really good way of expressing what these mountains are like and the experience of being with them. And from then on, I've been constantly chasing the light. Before I came to Snowdonia, I was living with my girlfriend in rural Northamptonshire, a really stunning little village called Rockingham, and it was really lovely. It was an idyllic life. It really was, and I was very, very happy. But sometimes these things, you know, they fuck up. And she said to me, you know, get lost. I've had enough of you and your mountains and your photography. I can't do it anymore. So I thought, bloody hell, what am I going to do? Well, this is what I did. I came here. I just quit everything there and then, packed everything in my car, came here with no job, nowhere to live. I didn't know what I was going to do. But I got a job at the Moyle Shabod Cafe and I've been there ever since. It's 4.5 years ago now. And I wouldn't change a thing. It's been incredible. Lights come in now. It's looking superb. When I'm on the hill, I'm really chilled and I'm really happy. And I'm in my element. At work, and I love my job, but it's very, very difficult because I'm into solitude, I'm into wild places like this. And when you're at work, you feel like you're being mithered all day, which is really difficult. So I've got this reputation of being grumpy, which I'm not. It's just that I don't suffer fools gladly, and the general public can be very rude, but what they find is I can be a lot more rude if I try. And it's become a running joke, really, where people come from miles around to be insulted. I've got some stock in trade things that I use. One of my favourites is if a couple comes in with a dog, I'll say, you can't bring that thing in here, but the dog's welcome. That's one of my favourites. Oh, the other one the other day was, oh, can I have a Shabod breakfast, please? But hold the sausage. I said, listen, mate, you want to hold your own fucking sausage? You look like you've had plenty of practice. Yes, light just hitting the horns. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So while it might look like I'm living the dream here in these mountains that I love so much, my life wasn't always so nice. I grew up in Peterborough on a really crappy council estate, and in my late teens I got into drugs, and I continued doing them most days until I was about 30. And then I discovered the mountains through a book by W.A. Poucher, who was the preeminent mountain photographer of his time. And I looked in the book and I thought, blimey, look at these places, have we got that in Britain? And I went looking for them, and I went to the Lake District and came here in Scotland, and I fell in love with the mountains, and they healed me bit by bit. I'm not perfect by any stretch. I still enjoy a drink like anybody else does. But in a lot of ways, these things offer me what I was looking for in drugs. I don't see them as a place to challenge myself physically. I used to when I used to rock climb a lot, but these days it's very much a spiritual thing. And what I get from being in these places is solace, because the world is fucking crazy. It's nuts. It worries me, it frightens me, and it upsets me. But when I'm outside in the hills, while I don't forget it all, I feel much more peaceful. I feel like I've got some perspective on things. I know that if I went tomorrow, I'd lived a meaningful life here in Snowdonia. I think it's time to go now because I need to get to work. I gotta put my happy work face on now. Hello, what would you like? Would you like a soy latte? I know you like them, bastard.